like, you can't even react that
Oh,
fast.
lift up Dante! Dante with the header!
So, there might be two questions in your head. First of them is, what do you mean Froze explains it? So, I did an IQ test on a super technological machine yesterday, and the score was 160. Then, for some reason, it dropped to 65. Then 120. Then 55. Then 110. Then 100. Then 1. Yeah, that's what I meant. It's just gambling. And today's concept is gambling, because we are talking about a gacha game. And not just any gacha game. For my opinion, the best gacha game. The Limbus Company. Müzik, katlı müzik, katlı müzik. So let's go over the basics, shall we? So, Limbus Company is a gacha game that is about strategizing and my favorite, dollar! And yeah, as a game theory fan, that's just my favorite thing about the game. And even the menu of the game is just themed in lore. Like, in the tutorial, it just explains like it's in the lore, what the characters do and whatever the gacha thing is. And this is the only game that has more gambling in the gameplay than the gacha itself. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it's possible. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. I don't know. I'm not creator. I'm not Project Moon. Yeah, the creator is Project Moon, and this is the third game of the franchise, coming after Lobotomy Corporation and Library of Ruin, I think. And they both cost money. But not this one, because it's gacha already. It makes money. Like, yeah, if you make a gacha game cost money, nobody's gonna buy it. But you can literally grind every single thing from extraction part. If you get 400 ego shards, you get the best character and the best evos from that season. You can just get the limited ones. They are just gone. Just say see ya. Yeah. Should I go to the next part or should I still wait? Should I go? Okay. So, the gacha has a 1 pull system and 10 pull system. 1 pull system is just 1 pull, and 10 pull system just gives you guaranteed 2 stars, or SR as some people call, but I'm just gonna call it 2 stars because I don't care. And I call it skins, but it's identities, and identities does, like, it just changes your abilities. 3 stars are the best, and 2 stars are the worst, and 1 stars are the worst of the worst, because only 1 stars are the main 12 characters in the game. And in the gameplay, like in the gacha, you get a guaranteed 2 star in temples. But in the whole game through, you roll coins to attack. You play heads or tails. One of my favorite games to play with a coin when I'm bored. You play that just to attack an enemy, and enemy plays that as well just to attack you. And enemies, all attacks are random, and if it's not forced combat system, your attacks go randomly. Why? Yeah, nobody's gonna understand what I did just told, but I will come to them later. So should I pass? Understood? Wait. So the game has 12 different characters, as I said. We start from the cowardice ones to the absolute bullshit kicking ass people. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Heartcliff. Even though you are the entity's favorite character, that doesn't mean you gotta be so reckless. Oh, and don't get me started on Donk. Ahem. Sorry for my outrage, but it was needed. So, our first character is Gregor, a war veteran, and the character that we look really close to in Canto 1, which is the chapters of the game. I don't know why they are called Canto, but I'm just gonna call them chapters. Yeah, he's the main character in chapter 1. He has a bug arm that he fights with, and a war veteran, and he just gets really mad when someone calls him bug guy or something, but he's just a chill dude. Like, if I and he saw each other, we will be just great friends. Wait, who said that? No, who said that? Take your word back. Take it. I mean it. Our second character is Rodion, or short Rodia. I don't know why she just deleted one letter from her name. No idea. I never will. But she's my absolute favorite character. That might be because she was the only character that I pulled 3 stars from in the first 20 minutes. But who cares? She's my favorite now. So, she's an absolute gambler. Like the guy from JJK. That hits almost every time. Jackpot. Yeah, she tells us in chapter 2 that she never lost a game that involves money. So she's just jackpot. Like, we can just go to a casino and make her play it, and we can just get money. But no, we are just collecting golden balls. No, oh no, oh no, she's in the country. Oh no, she's in the company. No, oh no. Shut your bitch ass up. She eats healthy, like protein. It's our power, it's our drive, we stay hungry, we do war. Alpan's, in fact, like, her favorite food is a 5-star Michelin chef food. Not food, steak. Yeah. And that was her, and in Canto 2 we learned she was homeless. My mom is kinda homeless. I need my data. Oh my god. Why? And they tried to help it, but the whole back streets froze down, I think, in the chapter 2. I don't want to spoil it that much. Should I have said minor spoiler alert or not? I think I didn't, and I should say it. Minor spoiler alert, not that kind of minors. This is taking longer than I expected, so I'm just gonna give a brief explanation of every character. So, chapter 3, we got Sinclair, who is the best clutch and the covered person that I told about, but in chapter 3, bro, not only once, but twice unleashed pure rage and clutched the entire team. Why did you hold that tick for eternity? You could just give us the win, but bro just pops off in chapter 3. Why? So I don't know any of the characters after chapter 3 about, like, I know the characters but I don't know who is the important person in the chapters, because I only played until chapter 3 and still trying the process through chapter 4. But I think next up is Yisang, or it was Yisang or Lisang, I don't know. So he is a smart guy, high IQ, high smartness, strategizing, cool person, my brother. But he's just an emo guy. Like, he's just emo. He doesn't talk, and his favorite word is ideal. And yeah, the community already made a meme about that, so I don't need to talk about that. Yeah. Next up, Heartcliff. He is just so reckless with that metal bat, and this guy has a metal bat. I don't need to tell much about him. And he's British. Ball of war. I had a cough like that, allergies, you know. But even though he's British and reckless dude, bro has the best theme song. Like, I mean it. I don't know which chapter his theme comes, but against that guy, through patches of the violet, just an absolute banger. The best song in the entire game. The best. That's why I like him. And Entity too. Ishmael and bro just not bro, it's a she. She was in a a ship. Not that type of ship. She was sailing to find Moby Dick. And not that kind of dick. The Moby Dick, the book, the whale, you know? And the ship sank, and one of her friends, I think, is the person, the boss of that chapter, and that's just the second best song in the game. The second best song, because Through of the Pages of the Violet is just a complete banger, and the second is this, which is Compass. Yeah, no need to talk about her that much, other than she holds an harpoon and a shield. That's all. See ya. Next up is fuck you. No need to talk about her. See ya. Next up is Faust, the tutorial girl, who explains us the whole tutorial thingy. And she's a genius. I don't know why she works here, but she's just a wasted potential. Because she knows all outcomes. And for some reason always talks in third person. Why? Nobody knows. Should I make a thing about that? Nobody knows. Is Ryoshu I don't know how to pronounce that, but she's just a Gen Z kid who just uses acronyms for every single thing. And she thinks killing, murdering, hurting people is just a work of art. I can see. Next up is Otis, who's just another war veteran like Gregor, but it's a she this time. And Otis is a teacher's pet, literally just teacher's pet. We play as a Dante that I'm just gonna explain in a bit, but she just, oh, she did that, he did that, no, we should do that, I'm always on your thing, manager, oh shit, oh no. Next up is Honglu, and I just have a question for this character. Who is your therapist? Because tell me who she or he is, because no person can be this positive, bro. Somebody died or has the blood in their arm. Is this kind of patient? Is this kind of patient? You going to Paris or something? He just asked that. Why? Nobody needs to be this positive about someone. You can swear near us. We know you and you know us. You can swear whenever we are. We don't mind and we don't care. And the last sinner, aka the last playable character, is Moversalt. The reason that I told him at the last is he just talks really rarely. Like in each chapter he just talks only twice. I don't say like only 2 sentences or some shit. I'm talking about 2 different episodes of talking. Like he just talked in 2 episodes and they are just really low. And he just, like in description, he just says he doesn't brag about himself. But we care! This is a lore game, not some type of no talking, 1, 2, 3, shush game. We actually play as Dante, the manager, who got beheaded, I think, in the tutorial, and now he has a head for a clock that is burning. And somehow it doesn't affect the people near him, but his head is burning and it's just a clock. Think about that. And he is Bond, or she is, because it's non-binary, and that thing is connected to the 12 sinners. That's why I call them playable characters. And Dante's ability is being able to revive those 12 sinners. It just explains when we get defeated, we can just play again with all of our characters. Yeah. Now we got Verk, the guy who is our guide but is stronger than all of the 12 sinners and the manager combined for some reason. I think he was a fixer but thought fixers were really doing bad things, so he just left. Yeah. And the last character that I'm gonna talk about is Charon, who is just 12-year-old who has a license for an entire bus. No need to talk about her that much, because she doesn't know proper talking like I do. Yeah, I like the talking too, Who cares? Am I right? Right? Dang it. If you have been looking at the whole footage, like this one right here, you understood nothing. And you are not alone. If I watched this for the first time, I wouldn't understand it. But if you play the whole tutorial in the game, you understand everything. No video needed. Other than all of the status effects and some of the things, yeah. Then you will need to watch the video. But I never did. And I'm still progressing through the whole story. Yay! Yeah, but combat is really hard to understand. I'm not blaming you. Because, I don't know. People liked the thing of the Ruina, I forgot the name, Library of the Ruinas combat system, but it was too much gambling about trading cards like Pokemon. So they wanted to change it to something like Heads or Tails, or I don't know. But if your stamina is high enough, or SP points as they call it, you get a better chance at rolling tails, or sorry, heads. And if you hit heads, your tokens multiply. Not multiply, but you get plus, I don't know, amount of power, and your objective is to do that. And if you can't do that until the end of the Canto 3 or Chapter 3, you can just spam the win rate button. I wouldn't recommend it because it's just the covered way. Like in Hollow Knight Silksong, the shame mode, which is the lowering the double damage in the game, and it's just same. Wait, hold on, why the footage is not working? Why it's loading? Shit, my Wi-Fi is gone. So I explained the overall of the game, and that was all. But I need to give a final point about everything. The game's musics are awesome. Like each of the characters has their the theme at the end of the chapter, which they just sing with their own voice actor voices. Combat system is difficult to understand, actually difficult looking to understand, but not that difficult, but still overwhelming. And gacha system is really good, so I give it an 8.5 out of 10. So I tried to explain Limbus Company with my best of my abilities as Frost, but if you still didn't understand but also like the game, you can just go in the description and download it from Steam. The game is called Limbus Company, as I said, and the game has a really good community, and I really like the game, even though it's just bloodshed. Fuck, my mouth is not mouthing. Anyways, if you want me to do more explaining on different games, leave a like and subscribe. Yeah, that was cringe, oh my god, no. If you want to just subscribe or something, you can just do that, I don't care. No, that's just uncareful or unwillful. If you want, you can just subscribe. If you don't want, you can just watch it and like it, I don't know. Anyways, hope to see you in the next one, or one of my Twitch streams, I don't know. And He knows who he is. If you don't stream this game in upcoming days, I'm going to riot your home and cut your throat.